Hello everyone, this is Gamer Monkey here and welcome to my channel. We are playing Elder Scrolls Online today and carrying on from where we left off in the last episode. In the last episode we completed 3 side quests and achieved level 7. So we are going to continue from there. So, we are near Attack Solo and we have to go all the way back to where we started off. That is because we don't have any quests to do here. It's night time and we are collecting butterflies. One of the best things to do in the game. Actually, the ones that I enjoy. There are 2 LAs. One thing I need to do is rearrange my abilities a little bit, skills a little bit. So the piercing javelin here has to go to slot 4 and Sunfire has to wherever is Vampire's Beam. So Vampire's Beam. Vampire's Main need to come to slot 2 and piercing javelin has to go to slot 4. That's it. And where do we go? We actually have to go back to where we started off. And the process. This is so much better. And one thing I did off camera was to add champion points to this account. I have 469 champion points and I distributed it somewhat efficiently. And oh, Maple. Yeah, so my magica recovery and DOT damage over time damage is a little bit higher than where we left off. So where do we go? We need to take this road. Take this butterfly. We'll actually have to travel through this temple. Not really temple, it's where we sealed off Leon and
I've fought beside each of you. I know you're worthy of Sovngarde. It won't be long before we feast together in the Hall of Valor.
Okay, now there was the spirits talking. We actually freed all the spirits there, so they are not hosted anymore. What we actually have to do is go to Laughing Moon's plantation. That's where we... Actually, before doing that, we are going to collect one more book. We best summon our horse.
Don't believe her lies.
We'll go collect that second book. After that, we'll go to Laughing Moon's plantation and help them out. This is another side quest.
Knowledge is power.
Okay. Ritual of Reference. So, I mean, I'm not going to read through this. If you want to read, just pause it. And yeah, that's it. Pause and read, and I'll be going on with my question.
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Oh,
Now you die. Not now, not ever.
okay. So the books are bad. Do this once again that the books are bad. Well, the combat is a little more powerful after we have applied the... What did we apply? We applied the champion points. The character is a little bit more powerful than it used to be. As we are quite laughing on plantation, and we got to find the quest giver here. For that, catch a butterfly.
All this
Talk to this
wasted
person.
effort. Blasted creatures get into everything.
Churandara. Churandara.
First the hurricane, then rats from the sea. What next, flying mud crabs? Surrender's mercy, we need more time before the inspection.
Inspection? What inspection?
Dominion inspectors. Headwoman Harani requested their aid to stop smugglers. We're honest farmers with good customers. Our moon sugar is used to spice food, not to brew skooma. When the inspectors learn we can't protect our fields, we're finished.
Protect them from what?
Hairy, squirmy, squeaky little rats. They've infested the plantation since the storm. The inspectors will ask, if we can't protect our fields from those dung-dropping sugar-eaters, how can we protect them from skooma-brewing thieves?
What can I do to help?
Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields?
What will the inspectors do if they find the rats?
At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated.
What about at worst?
To the east, the plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? Either way, Mistral will weep for our passing. With laughing moons gone, skooma will flow through the streets.
Why is that?
When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to smugglers. With smugglers comes skooma. But the inspectors aren't from here. If we tell them, they will not listen.
What is moon sugar?
Ha! You pull this one's tail, yes? A white powder, very sweet, used as spice for food. Some of us believe it gives true insight into Jockajay, where all fates are bound. Others use it to brew skooma.
Skooma? What is skooma?
Poison. Skooma peddlers claim a single drop lets you escape from the world. It's because drinking the stuff makes you want to drink more of it, until you want nothing else.
What will the Talmud do if you fail the inspection?
At best, the inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated.
I already did this, but we have...
To the east, the plantation burns. Was it due to the inspector's recommendations? Who can say? Either way, Mistral will weep for our passing. With laughing moons gone, skooma will flow through the streets.
Why is that?
When moon sugar runs dry, people turn to smugglers. With smugglers comes skooma. But the inspectors aren't from here. If we tell them, they will not listen.
If I help you, where should I start?
Find out why Cindertail's Sench tigers roll on their backs instead of filling their bellies with rat. Does one expect to keep his job if the inspectors find vermin in our fields?
What will the inspectors do if they find rats?
At best, The inspectors will recommend our moon sugar be confiscated.
Okay, this is going in rounds. Looks like a catch-22 situation. I can't finish conversation without going to... Okay, I cannot kill the rat. No problem.
Maraba, this one raised you from birth. What would your mother say?
Hello, Tail.
Want to buy a carpet? How about 3? They aren't good for much else. Yes, Afe, even you.
What's wrong with your scented tigers?
Do not eat the rats, this one says. Do they listen? No! Stupid sench. Lazy sench.
Why can't they eat the rats?
They already did. That's the problem. Moon sugar makes you sleepy if you eat too much. Rats eat moon sugar, sench eat rats, and then lazy sench. Especially you, Gobani.
Can you get them moving again?
Not with sugar bellies. These useless sench could only kill a rat if they fell upon it. From a great height.
If Sench won't move, what will you do about the Talmud inspectors?
Go inside, lock the doors, wait until they leave? No. Let this one think. Without sench hunters, what could... Thunderbugs? No. It would never work.
What about Thunderbirds?
Thunderbugs nest nearby. They defend their delicious eggs from anyone who'd make a meal of them, yes? If you grabbed an armload of eggs...
Won't they try to protect their eggs?
Undoubtedly, but they'd hesitate to harm the eggs once you possess them. Smash an egg into each rat nest, and the Thunderbug's electric frenzy kills the rats before the inspectors arrive. You're sturdy, yes? A little shot won't stop you.
Alright, I'll see if it works.
Wonderful! Save some eggs for Cindertail, yes? They are so very tasty.
Goodbye. So we have to find the Thunderbird's nest. Oh, there's one.
Bats all around. Not so lazy now, yes?
Okay, destroy the rat nest. Where are the rat's nests? Okay, there's one. Easy to find. What's happening? Okay, Thunderbirds are destroying the rat's nest. We have to find 4 more. And thanks to the quest markers that came along with our add-ons, it's easy to find and destroy. We move on to the next one. We are now going to wait for it to be destroyed. That's 3 done. The 4th one is here.
We did not expect you so soon, Inspector Tarma.
Okay, that's the 5th one. And once it's destroyed,
one must arrive early to see the truth.
We finish the quest.
Halderil, make a note. Unorthodox methods, but vermin-free.
Clever luring thunderbugs out of their mounds like that. A scheme worthy of Bandar himself. They're all gone then?
I cleared away all the rats.
Excellent. Our gracious inspector has been most patient with us. Perhaps witnessing your ingenuity will affect his findings.
Is there anything more I can do?
Joan and Joe dance kindly with you, Walker. Whatever the findings of our esteemed inspector, we are in your debt.
Thank you. That's 116 gold. Okay. So now where do we go? Now we go find Sergeant Sergeant or is it Lieutenant? Sergeant Firian is,
I could use a break.
I think. First, butterfly. Butterflies always take precedence over anything else. Okay, there's Sergeant Firian.
Can any of you hear me? You there? Have you seen my squad?
I don't know what you mean.
We were all on a little Alkosh, part of the Dominion fleet sailing for Khenarthi's Roost. Then a hurricane blew up out of nowhere. Sails tore, hulls cracked, and we were thrown into the ocean. I ended up here. I can't find the rest of my squad.
Did they survive the hurricane?
I thought I heard one of them calling out, but the ocean twists up sounds. If they're wounded or pinned down, could you keep an eye out for my soldiers? They answer to Edalus, Onglon, and Nistel. 2 of us can cover more ground.
I'll help you find the squad.
I'm sure my squad made it to shore alive. Dominion Marines constantly defy the sea's attempts to drown us. The hurricanes are another matter. I fear my squad is banged up worse than I am.
What can I do about their wounds?
Our ship's hold was packed full of an old Bosmer healing remedy. The labels say torchbug treacle, but Marines call it glow juice. The wreck scattered bottles across the beach must be what brought out the aelids.
Aelids? What do you mean?
Squat creatures made of teeth, claws, and endless hunger. I've heard their cries up and down the beach since I came to. Their sweet tooth is bigger than their walnut brains. I saw one of the stupid things swallow a whole bottle of blow juice.
If I see any, I'll bring Torchbird Trickle to your squad.
Good luck. Do me a favor. If you find them before I do, tell them the ocean hasn't killed me yet.
I will. Goodbye. Okay, so here we go. We have to go down the little hill. Find glow juice. Fortunately, it's marked on with a plus symbol. Now we have to go. Oh my god, alien. Okay, that alien is dead. Go talk to Edalus.
Who are you? Were you part of the fleet?
Sergeant Furian sent me to find you.
Alive? Good. That's good. Wave smashed me against the ship. Cracked a few ribs. Not the best feeling.
Sergeant Furian said this torchbird treacle would help.
Tastes like sandals boiled in mint perfume. But if it knits my ribs, I'll drink the whole bottle.
I'll look for the rest of your squad.
Good. I'll find Sergeant Firian. Go. Get them back safe.
Goodbye. Have to. There was a water skin. Probably there it is. Natural water. Hey, natural water is the best water. What's this? Great. Coffee. Where is the next one? Will it see me? Even if it didn't, I'm going to kill it. Let's go find the next person. Should be somewhere around here. Yes. Nistel.
I lost a lot of friends in that storm. Give me some good news.
Sergeant Furian sent me to find you.
I saw her swept overboard in that damn storm. Held on to the rigging long as I could, but it tore the skin off my palms. If I can't hold a weapon, I'm useless to my squad. Do you have any bandages? I lost my kit to the sea.
This Joshberg treacle might help.
Blow juice? Used to think this stuff was only good for practical jokes on snowy days. Once I can heft Spleen Shanker, I'll push through the beach and find Sergeant Ferian. How about you?
I thought Sergeant Ferian would find the rest of his squad.
Hope they appreciate their good fortune when you find them. I can get inland after I rest. Fight with purpose.
Goodbye. Okay, we need to find another blow juice. Where can we find it? Or is the one we already have going to be enough? We can't find another blow juice. Oh, really? Dead. Dead like my dreams. There are no blow juices around here, so we will just go talk to him. We'll give him what? I don't know. Onglon?
Bless Ifra. I'm glad you came by. Have you seen any other Marines along the beach?
Sergeant Ferian sent me to find you.
She's alive. I suppose that's some luck amidst all this wreckage. Can't say the same for my leg. If I don't put too much weight on it, I can manage a good hobble.
Sergeant Ferian said this Dodgeberg trigger would help.
Glow juice? By the gods, it just might. Soon as I can stand on my own, I'll head inland.
I found everyone in your squad.
Lieutenant Gellin dragged me out of the water. He'll want to know Sergeant Ferian and the rest of the squad are all right. I think he said something about looking for shelter in a nearby cave, but I was still coughing up sand.
Yeah, I'll go look for him. Goodbye. Where is he? Need to find him. Where is he? Where is he? Oh, there's some dragon thorn. Okay, let's kill them. Okay. So there is Tim's tool. The starting zones are full of resources. There's an iron ore. Nothing else here. Jute, but there's an alien. This is the most unintuitive combat I have ever seen in an MMO. But everything else is great, so it's worth playing the game. Okay, there's the cave, and here is a pewter seam. Take that, and there's another pewter seam. Take that as well. There is the cave. We have to find Lieutenant Gellin. Snake. And the snake is dead. I gave some magica. Okay. And the snake dead. Lieutenant Gellin. Tied to a bedchain post is the body of a Buddha's Marine. He appears to have died recently. Examine the corpse. The armor bears the insignia of ordinary Dominion Marine Lieutenant. His corpse is soaked in blood as if from many shadow cuts. Greenish foam mingles with the smeared blood. Continue the examination. The cuts on Lieutenant's body form strange but repetitive patterns. His blood was smeared across the uncut portions of the skin, create wave-like symbols. The exact cause of his death is unclear. Bye. We found him. That's all we have to do here. Now we have to exit this cave. For that we need to find if any resources are in here. I guess not. But it's our duty to look. Okay, we'll go out. And there is a squad of Marines that we just helped. Okay, Sergeant Furian, let's talk.
Turns out my squad were the ones who found me. Ever consider a career as a Dominion Marine? You'd make quite a scout. My squad said you were looking for Lieutenant Gellin. Have you found him?
I found his body in the cave. Someone killed him.
What do you mean?
It looked like he was killed in some kind of a ritual.
First, a hurricane blows out of nowhere and destroys our fleet. Then, an able-bodied Dominion Marine is captured and tortured to death. What else was in that cave?
Lots of bonds, candles and snakes. Also wooden posts.
Some kind of sacrifice? This is too big for my squad to handle. We need reinforcements. Nistel spotted a beached ship nearby. It looks intact, and she spotted Dominion sailors aboard.
What are you going to do?
We need to combine our forces and find who murdered Lieutenant Gellin. My squad and I need to pull his body out of that damn cave. Would you warn the sailors on that beached ship? They need to know it's not safe to wander around.
I'll warn them.
Wait, take this. I found some glow juice while I was looking for my squad, but they're on the mend. You'll get used to the taste. We'll be along shortly. Watch yourself.
Alright, goodbye. Oh god, I only have 10 inventory spaces left. Did I do crafting on this character? Shall I just use my main to craft? The main is pretty much equipped with almost everything I need to craft for this character, so we will skip the crafting and summon our merchant. This is a crown store item, cost
care to bargain?
5,000 crowns. So I'll put the store and sell all this. That was 100. We pretty much don't need anything here. Spam jerking, I need that. And cuirass, and gauntlets, and greaves, and helm, and pauldrons, and sabatons. And sabaton stamina. Lockpicker need that. Maple staff don't need that. Rawhide boots don't need that. Felt don't need that. Rawhide helmet don't need that. Jack don't need that. Super health. Just trickle. Traveler's Dagger. I'll open that. Maybe lightning staff. Oh, sure. We will keep the green one. Flash splatter, don't need that. Go ahead, arm box of Magicka. Solitude locket. I can't sell that. Angry, so head boots, sugar jacket. We still have 13 spaces left. Open it and Spender King. Cuirass of Magicka. So we got the Traveler's Chest and Sealed Urn. Okay, take that. What's the Traveler's Chest? We'll take that as well. But now what we are going to do is go to weapons and equip the Maple Lightning Staff. Now we talk to her again.
Anything I can do for you?
Yes, of course. As you go, it's all 0 value. To destroy this one. Here we have got some crown experience scrolls at our 45 meals.
Of course they are.
I'll eat 1 crown for 45 meal and activate 1 crown experience scroll. Now we could talk to him after dismissing our merchant. I have to talk to that guy, I think. Yes. Quartermaster Oblan, let's talk.
You want a slick-arsed sea viper or a cabbage-mouthed castaway? State your business with the crew of the Prowler.
A Dominion Marine was killed in the nearby cave.
The hurricane killed hundreds of Marines. Why does it matter if one of them died in the cave?
He was murdered in some kind of a ritual. His squad needs reinforcements.
Oh. Well, the Prowler is like a hen in a wolf den until she's seaworthy again. Maybe your Marines can prove they're more than two-legged cargo in shiny armor. If they pitch in, I'll consider reinforcements. They up for it? Or are they all talk?
I'm sure they'll help where they can.
And I'm sure they'll be as useful as they were in the hurricane. Should they care to prove otherwise, they're welcome to do actual work patching leaks in the Prowler's hold. Maybe they can locate the replacement helmsman's wheel in all this wreckage.
I'll see if they can find the helmsman's wheel and patch the ship.
Oh, and our Sunsighter. It must have fallen overboard when we beached. Our lookout saw those skink-fingered pirates make off with it. You'll have to get the Sunsighter back, any way you can.
I have a few questions.
Sure. Talking's easier than working. Well, ask.
Who are the Sea Vipers?
Barnacles on the arse. They're all sea elves. Malmer, they call themselves. Nothing more than pirates, if you ask me. Some say they have a connection to the water itself, but it's a lie. Anyone can learn weather magic like they do.
What's a Sunsighter?
Captain Jimala uses it to navigate. I could tell you how the sun and stars show the ship's exact position, but none of it matters while it's in the Sea Viper's hands.
Tell me about the Prowler.
The pride of the long coast. We'll sail for the Dominion as long as they pay us to raid enemy shipping.
Are you pirates?
John and Jode, don't let the captain hear you say that. Pirates steal and pillage for themselves. We're privateers, so we do it for whoever pays us. A crucial distinction.
Who is in charge of the Prowler?
Captain Jimala took over the Prowler a few years ago. She's smart, cunning, and deadly dangerous when provoked. She's also luckier than anyone I served. Every ship in the fleet smashed to flinders on Khenarthi's Roost. Every ship but the Prowler.
Alright, that's some big talk. But okay. Goodbye. We'll talk again later. Hey, Firian.
These aren't Dominion sailors. They're privateers. Just our luck.
Quartermaster Oblan promised reinforcement when the Prowler is repaired.
We'll show that old sea cat what Dominion Marines can do.
The Prowler needs a replacement helmsman's wheel.
Edalus is the best scrounger in the regiment. If you want, I can send him out to look for a helmsman's wheel.
Alright, send Edalus to find a replacement.
He's on his way. Anything else we can do?
There are leaks on the Prowler that needs patching.
Nustellis is good with a mallet as she is with her sword. I can have her patch the Prowler's leaks.
Yes, have Nistel patch the leaks.
She'll have those leaks fixed in no time. What else?
The Sea Vipers stole the Prowler's Sunsighter.
Onglorn is our best tracker. He can recover the Sunsighter in no time.
Sure, send Onglorn to recover the Sunsighter.
I almost pity the Sea Viper who's holding on to the Sunsighter. Onglorn will recover it soon enough. What else needs doing?
There's nothing else left to do.
But it's time for that mangy privateer to make good on his promise. Maybe you should do the talking. I'll just rub it in.
Okay. So Mr. Oglan.
That was fast. All right. There's room on the Prowler for your Marine friends, as long as they work for their meals.
You promised reinforcements.
I said I'd consider it. Captain Jimala is the only one who can make that call.
Then what does your captain say?
Something you'll want to hear. You just made the Prowler seaworthy, and Captain Jimala always pays her debts. Go talk to her. She only bites if you give her good reason.
Okay, goodbye. I'll go talk to the captain then. Hey there, Captain. She's a Khatit.
Due to your efforts, the Prowler is free to sail once the tide comes in. Those Marines did their part as well. I have no reinforcements, but I offer something better. I know who's killing the Dominion soldiers, and I know how to stop it.
What do you mean?
Our lookout watched the Sea Vipers drag a Dominion Marine into a cave. Later, he saw your friends remove the Marine's body. If we weren't so short-handed, I'd have ordered his rescue. But 3 of my own crew were missing.
What happened to your crew?
Before we understood the danger, I sent my crew to scavenge among the shoals so we might repair the Prowler. We thought they disappeared, but one just returned, and she tells a harrowing tale.
What happened to her?
The Sea Vipers happened. Now there's a new storm brewing, and I fear they're the cause of it. Mustangui recovers below. Hear what she has to say for yourself.
Okay, I'll go hear her. I'll go listen to her. Not hear her, listen to her. There is a big distinction. Okay, I'll go into the Prowler. And down the stairs. And to Mustangway's cabin. Hey, Mustangway.
The Sea Vipers are insane! They're trying to create another hurricane!
Another hurricane? What do you mean?
Sir Verkvild and I were scavenging for a replacement helmsman's wheel when the Sea Vipers ambushed us. They brought us to the island with the beached Dominion flagship. They'd done things there. Terrible things.
What have the Sea Vipers done?
Those filthy Maormer dragged my mates up and tied them to these serpent-shaped statues. Then they started chanting, and lightning surrounded them. That's when the storm began to form around the island.
Sea Vipers created the storm?
Yes, I'm sure of it. It was a terrible sight. The Sea Vipers were so caught up in the ritual, I slipped free. I tried to grab Sir, but the lightning held him fast. Then one of the Sea Vipers yanked at him. I saw the Maormer's wrist glow.
Why would the Sea Vipers' wrist glow?
The Maormer wore lodestones on their wrists. It let them ignore those lightning bombs, but I couldn't find any more, so I jumped off the ship and swam for it. Please, don't let them sacrifice my crewmates.
I won't, I promise. Oh, we gotta get out of here and stop the ritual, I guess. But here we go. Back to Shattered Shoals. What's that? Oh no, I have to go to the other side. And a maple log. And they have a water skin. Okay, I got a lot of stone. I have to pull Oh, Sky Shard. How can I ever miss a Sky Shard? The Sky Shard and go and disturb the ritual. He said it's just icy. Yes, it is. It's an intermediate one. What do we get? Rawhead boots of health and the pewter seam. There is a ship and there is a sea viper. I like lightning stuff. It's wonderful. It's a good weapon to kill. Either somebody else has gone through this. Alright. I know, they're insane. I need to rescue one more person. Sure.
They won't kill me today.
Alright, so we have stopped the storm. We have to go back and talk to Captain Jamila. Jamila. What is that? Crap. Look at that. Wall of elements can now be morphed. Okay. As soon as we get a skill point, we'll morph it. Like it a lot better than the Staff of Flame. Is there something else we can collect? No. Okay. So where do we have to actually go? There is a ship. And we are swimming. On the way we'll kill him too. Oh, it's a girl. It doesn't matter. Hey there, Jamila. How are you?
Sur and Werkveld returned just after the skies cleared up. They're a bit damp, but otherwise all right. My lookout says I have you to thank.
Yes, I stopped the ritual and freed your crewmen.
Then we'll finish repairs and shove off at high tide. Oh, your marine friends fended off sea vipers while you rescued my crew. They're welcome aboard, as long as they want. Perhaps we'll see you at Mistral. You'll always have a place on the Prowler.
Thank you, Jamila. And thank you for the 233 gold. And we had leveled up. Level 8. Good. Taylor's crafting box always. Play. Attica. Comic points. Okay. Oh, we have ultimates and 2 skill points. So what do? We Go to discussion stuff and more wall of elements. Unstable wall of elements. Create an unstable elemental barrier in front of you, dealing 577 magic damage to the enemies in the target area every 1 second for exploding for an additional 4005 magic damage. Unstable wall of fire deals additional damage to burning enemies. Unstable wall of frost deals less damage but grants damage shields and immobilizes chilled enemies. Unstable wall of storms sets concussed enemies off balance. The wall explodes when it expires, dealing additional damage.
For the cook fires, Captain.
And elemental blockade. Slam your staff down to create an elemental barrier in front of you, dealing 577 magic damage to enemies in the target area every 1 second. Blockade of fire deals additional damage to burning enemies. Blockade of frost deals less damage but grants damage shields and immobilizes chilled enemies. Blockade of storm sets concussed enemies off balance. Increases the size and duration of the wall. Okay, what is the effect of this one? The wall explodes when it expires, dealing additional damage. We need additional damage or increased size and duration. We will take the additional duration. This one is 11 seconds and the other one is 10 seconds. 10 seconds plus 4005 damage. I don't know. I'll take the unstable wall of elements because it explodes.
Mud crabs. Get off our supplies.
Okay, enduring race, mending, reduce sweep. Take reduce sweep, that's an ultimate. Okay, that's first ultimate. Swing your 8 sphere around with Holy Vengeance, dealing 5169 magic damage to all nearby enemies and an additional 2584 magic damage every 2 seconds for 6 seconds. Okay. Now, what have we left to do? This quest is done.
Make sure you check the hull for holes.
Now we repaired all the holes. You don't need to check the hull for holes ever again until you create the holes yourself. Okay, what do we need to do now for the skin? Okay. We still need one more book to find. And what is that? A wormwood. Also, there is some kind of a temple or something over here. We'll go in and take a look. Oh, there are harpies. Oh my goodness. But first, we go and see what is that quest marker doing there.
Revelations await.
Okay, Journal of Brabham Litaniadis. Once again, I'm not going to read through all this because it's a lot of text. I'll take a lot of time to read. So I'll just go through it. So that's it. I'm going to close this and we have some harpies to hunt. First I have a saw one sitting on a wall somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Come on. Time for it to die. Restriction staff increased to 10. Come on, they're not lasting enough time for the wall to explode.
Lies ahead.
Hey there,
Turn back,
who are you?
Master. This is not the place for us.
Sahiradaro.
This one does not understand. This shrine is supposed to be lit with an ever-burning flame. Perhaps Sahiradaro has thrown good money after bad.
Who are you?
A simple Khajiit, doing what she can to survive. Sahiradaro came to this shrine for guidance. It said the flame gives visions to those who seek it.
What do you seek?
Answers to unasked questions. Mysteries defined by the stars themselves. And if Sahiradaro makes some gold along the way, all the better. This shrine is key to all of these things.
What's so special about this shrine?
It's a shrine to Hermaeus Mora, Daedric Prince of Knowledge. They say if you stare into the fire, all will be revealed. But without the ever-burning flame, there is no way to find the lost books.
Lost books? What lost books?
Tomes, lost to the ages. They're full of secrets from an earlier time. A connection to our past, and a bridge to our future. It doesn't matter what lies the spirit told. Sahiradaro will find those books.
What do you mean a spirit lied to you?
While searching for the shrine, a spirit appeared to me and warned me away. Don't you see? Hermaeus Mora rewards the pursuit of knowledge. The spirit is a test to keep lazy seekers away.
Okay.
That's her. It's the lying spirit.
Hey, Kaepernick.
Don't listen to these fools' words. The forbidden tomes must be destroyed. Place them in the shrine's flame, quickly.
There's no flame in the shrine.
What? That isn't possible. No matter. I'll rekindle the shrine's fire with my own essence, but you must promise to destroy them. You saw what happens to those who possess the tomes.
Nothing bad has happened to me so far.
Then that is a blessing. Once the books begin calling to you, there is little time before they ensnare you completely. Burn the books. Don't let their burden destroy you.
Okay. What should we do? There are two options. Let's go talk to her once again.
You have the books? Then luck truly favors my path. Do not listen to the lying spirit. This knowledge should be preserved by one who knows how. By this, I mean Sahiradaro knows.
How would you preserve it?
This one knows the proper care and handling of old texts, also the importance of trade. To you, these books are useless things, but to me, they have value. Hand Sahiradaro the books in return for value. Just think, no more spirit to natter at you.
I need a moment to consider this.
You have the books? Then luck truly favors my path. Do not listen to the lying spirit. This knowledge should be preserved by one who knows how. By this, I mean Sahiradaro knows.
Okay. Let me consider it. Listen to the spirit or the Khajiit. I will go with the spirit and burn the books. First, Blue and Llama. Burn. You lift the books towards the fire, but your hands freezes in place. You feel a prickling shoot across your skin. The faint pain blossoms in the back of your head. Burn the books. Your hand remains in place, clutching the books. A chill shoots up your body. The pain in your head blooms. Ignore the pain and burn the books. Your hand shakes and your vision blurs, but your fingers do not release their grip on the books. The pain in your head is excruciating. Burn the books, burn the books, burn the books.
No! The flames burn us! It hurts! It hurts!
We saw what happened to the other people who tried to get the books. So this is the best we can do.
You've done it. The tomes are gone. I can't hear them anymore.
Are you certain?
I'm certain. But no one else shall fall into their trap. You managed what I could not. But it is done, which is all that matters.
Okay, thank you for the 125 gold. Awkward situation. We'll just run away. She was staring right at us. At me, I mean. Where do we go now? There is the plantation here, so there is part quest. Yes, there is. And there's a sky shuttle as well.
Grub nose.
What is this quest?
There's no change, Auntie. The sickness
I
is
hear
spreading.
your pain, old one. I'm doing what I can.
Spin your Beniet.
Windcatcher Plantation depends on the great tree, yet it sickens before my eyes. Our fates are like leaves in its branches.
What's wrong with the great tree?
Do you see that strange miasma? It appeared on the great tree after the hurricane, like a sickness. I've done what I can, but I fear it's not enough.
Is there anything I can do?
There's a cave directly beneath us. I called a spirit there to heal the great tree's roots, but it hasn't returned. Would you see what holds the spirit back? And aid it if you can.
I'll help the spirit if I can.
I can feel the spirit's frustration. It wants to help the great tree, but something prevents it.
How can I help the spirit?
The spirit is old and powerful. It seeks to move from root to root, aiding the great tree as it's able. But it's a healing spirit of singular purpose. It doesn't know how to defend itself.
Is the spirit in danger?
I'm uncertain. If so, the spirit must be protected from harm while it heals the great tree's roots. It knows what it must do.
Why is the great tree so important?
The great tree shields Windcatcher Plantation from the winter winds and keeps our settlement shaded from the heat of the summer. Its story entwines with ours.
But how is it different from any other tree?
When the wind goddess Khenarthi first traveled across the heavens, legends say she grew tired and rested in the branches of a small sapling before resuming her journey. That sapling became the great tree and gave Windcatcher Plantation its name.
Interesting. I'll go see what I can do. This is the miasma she was talking about. And there is the beauty scene. They'll jump down. Yeah. Hopefully we can do it without taking any damage. Oh. That was a futile attempt at not taking damage. But the important thing is that we are down. Elite! Hey there! Come see my new stuff. It takes 10 seconds to explode, but most enemies die within that time. But I guess it will be useful when we fight bosses and stuff. Norway.
Been a Kwama master for over a decade. I'm not afraid to admit when I'm up to my neck in droppings, and I sure could use a hand getting out.
What's the problem?
Ever try piloting a ship through a hurricane while your entire cargo of Kwama eggs hatch and go bug nuts? Been there. Can't recommend it. After we wrecked, they made a Kwama line toward this cave. I came after them, but they're a bit distracted.
Distracted? What do you mean by distracted?
They always get surly after hatching, but these Kwama are downright unsociable. I tried to stop them from chewing on those huge roots. They objected. Bumped into a fine-looking tree trunk on my way out. Thought I was done for, but it kept walking.
That must be the spirit attempting to heal the roots.
Oh? Kwama didn't take to it, whatever it was. I heard them munching on it, same as those roots. The little one seems scared of it. If you can help the pretty tree trunk do what it needs to do, I bet they'll head back this way.
And the big ones?
If they'd stop eating those giant roots, they might get better. But I don't blame you if you have to put down a few to save the rest. Just be careful. Nothing fiercer than a crazed Kwama. Not even my sister-in-law.
Good job. We'll go see what we can do. There is the spirit. And there is Kwama. Two of them. Okay, please heal the root. Okay, that's done. We need to move on to the next. There's the Kwama, there's only one. Done. Is there anything? Imsu, hi. I'll go take care of the Kwama here. Two of them to kill. And the beauty seam. Come on, spirit. Hurry up. I don't have much time left. Okay, good. Heal that. And I'll go service the rest. Amete Chrysilla. And another pewter seam. The amount of materials, crafting materials we get from the starting zones are insane. It's an insane amount of resources in the starting zone. Talk to Spinner Beniet. Yes, do that. But first we need to collect this iron ore. And also root stone. Good. Yeah, something. And the iron ore. Collect here. Hey!
Praise Ifrei. The miasma has cleared, yet I sense this begins a new chapter for the great tree. Though the creatures gorge themselves upon its roots, this was a passing instinct. They can be taught to strengthen the great tree.
Are you sure the Kwama won't harm the great tree?
The Kwama will soon learn the cave is their nest and treat the spirit as their queen. Together, they'll guard the cave against intruders who seek to harm the great tree. A new story can frighten any creature, until it realizes its role within.
Okay, thank you. We got 62 gold and the root splitter. Complete the quest. And we have leveled up. Good. Profits. Inferno staff. I don't want Inferno staffs. I think I'll take the restoration staff. Oh. Yeah. They're recommending Aurora Javelin. How you spearhead the enemy with godlike strength, dealing 3,170 magic damage and knocking them back 8 meters. The attack ignores the enemy's resistances. You deal 2% additional damage with your spear for every 1 meter you are away from the target, up to a maximum of 40%. This is Aurora Javelin. That's advanced move. Deals additional damage based on the distance the spear travels. And what is this? Early spear at your enemy with the godlike strength, dealing 2,802 physical damage and stunning them for 2.5 seconds. The attack ignores the enemy's resistances. Converts the stamina. Oh, it's a stamina ability. So we'll take Aurora Javelin because we are a magical character. We have one more ability to spend. Enduring Race increases the duration of your Sunfire, Eclipse, Solar Flare, and Nova abilities by 1 second. Of course. And we are out of skill points. So I think all of this has been a good experience. We have completed the outskirts of Mistral, and now we have to go to Mistral. There is a point of interest we need to discover. Volga's hunting camp discovered. Alright. There is nothing much to do, so we'll swim across. This is a part that I found while playing my main character because this is chest here. We can open the chest and get a loot. Also, there's a maple log. Hello. I broke a lockpick. We will end this episode once we reach the Mr. Waste Shrine. There is a different set of quests to do there. And yes, completed. Go to Mr. and talk to Razumdar. The old Khajiit that we met. Who told us to lie about being a Dominion Marine. Told that. We'll go talk to him. In the next episode, of course. In this episode, we are just going to open this chest. So, Malachite shard. I had never seen that chest before. But anyways, we are in Mistral.
Yes, but some walker was there to crush them back down with lightning, walls of water, real five-clawed stuff.
Interesting conversation. Alright, so we are here at Mistral Waste Shrine. And we are going to stand right here. So that's it, guys. This episode is done. We are going to finish it here. and we are in Mistral, and there is a quest line starting from Mistral, which will take us to Oridon in Buckelgard in Oridon, actually. So that's it for today. Please comment, like, and share this video. Also subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that already, and don't forget to activate the bell icon so you get notifications whenever I post a new video or when I go live. I'm planning on going to live stream very soon. So that's it for today, guys. This is Monkey saying goodbye. Please stay safe and have fun.